Welcome. In front of me is a LENOVO Tab K11, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, like so, and in here, you'll find a bunch of toggles. Now, we're looking for the hotspot toggle, which I don't see by default, so we're going to just swipe down in this list once more. This will extend it, and I can swipe down and proceed to look for my hotspot, which is right here. Now, if you still don't see your hotspot in this list anywhere, it might mean that you need to add it yourself, and you can do so by clicking right here, and then scroll down right below the text right here, hold and drag to add tiles, and every tile below that text is a tile that isn't added by default. So these are just kind of hidden right now. So we can grab them by holding them. You can see they lift up and the text right here changes, and I can drag it here, drop it, and when I go back I should have access to it somewhere in this list, depending on where I dropped it. So let's find our hotspot now and hold it again, at least in this list. And this will quickly take you to the settings. Now in here, just make sure you select the hotspot settings, and I recommend starting off with the hotspot password. That's really the reason why we're navigating in here. The password by default is randomly generated, and it's god-awful. And I would like to have a keyboard, so... Ooh, let's try that again. There we go. So from here, we can get rid of it, and then set up our own new password, which will need to have at least 8 characters in length. That can be letters, numbers, or both, it doesn't really matter. And from there, make sure you click on OK to save the changes. Next, I can also focus on the speed and compatibility, and we have 2 options in here. Now, for the vast majority of the people looking for this video, I recommend keeping it at the 2.4. The only time I would ever recommend changing it to 5 is if you live in a densely populated area. And not only that, but when you live in such an area, if you try to enable this and you have some problems, only then switch it. If you live in modestly populated areas, you should have no real problem with your hotspot, so this shouldn't be really a problem. And the reason I'm only talking about like densely populated areas and when you have problems with it is because that's the only time you would ever need to switch it to actually fix the problem. But that introduces additional problems which you might be prone to finding out, and that would be, for instance, when you enable the 5 GHz one, not every device will support it. The devices, older ones that do not support it, simply will not see the hotspot that you will create on this device. So if they can't see it, they can't connect to it. So that's a downside. Now, upside is very minuscule, as it tells us that it's fast speed compatible with many devices. So the fast speed means absolutely nothing on mobile network for the most part, as most mobile networks aren't even nowhere near the ability to cap the 2.4 gigahertz network. On my device with a pretty good service, meaning like data plan, my network caps at 60 megabits per second. It's unlimited, but it's 60. So speed-wise, it's not like anything groundbreaking. It's what my home Wi-Fi has been like for past 5 years. So, my network for 5 years at home has been at 10 times that. That's what I meant to say. So, yeah, you're nowhere near capping that speed of 2.4 gigahertz. And the fact that 5 is faster just kind of is going out the window. That's one thing. Another thing that will be kind of redundant here with the speed of 5 gigahertz is the fact that this is a budget device. It won't have greatest antennas, therefore it won't even be able to utilize the speeds to its fullest potential. So again, not really a point. And another portion right here is the compatible with many devices. Now, I'm not sure if they're trying to say that many devices support 5 gigahertz, or do they mean that more devices can connect to a 5 gigahertz network? The second one is accurate, I would say. The first statement, if I'm reading it just as it's written, it's a little bit less accurate. Every device that has Wi-Fi compatibility supports 2.4. devices that support 5 GHz support 2.4, but not the other way around. Devices that support 2.4 don't always support 5. So compatible with many devices, if you want to just kind of generalize it, it's compatible with less devices than the option above. Which I guess it does says in here, compatible with most devices. I would say probably all that have Wi-Fi compatibility, but whatever. So choose whichever option suits you, but just know that I recommend changing it to 5 only if you start to have problems with the 2.4 in a densely populated area. And by the way, just having problems isn't necessarily a reason to try to change it. If you are at home and whatever, this probably won't really matter there. Anyway, so that's really all we need to change right here, the password and possibly the speeds. I do also recommend keeping this option on, turn off hotspot automatically. This will mean that your hotspot gets automatically turned off when you're done using it. And this one is actually a better one as it turns it off when there's no devices connected. Some devices use the other option of inactivity, so meaning if you're not using your hotspot data for instance, 5, 10, or 15 minutes, it will turn it off, but your device is still connected and you're still technically using it. Those options are a little bit worse. This one is pretty good, and I recommend keeping it enabled, as hotspot by default will run indefinitely till you turn it off, and it does consume more of your phone or tablet's battery. So anyway, let's close this up and find this toggle once everything is set up, and you can just now simply tap on it to turn it on. And you can either obviously disconnect from it and this will turn it off, or you can turn it off yourself by tapping on the toggle yourself. So with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.